that.
I hate how
Such
she.
a Virgo.
I hate how she.
Bitch, you lying.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you don't know this, it's your girl KylerB coming at you with a new video. So today we're going to be talking about Love Island USA Season 5 Episode 27. And let's get right into the video. So let's just say, we saw the little first look and they basically said they're giving us movie night. Like movie night. This is the first time in the US season that we ever had movie night. Like, they're really on the resume this season. We've been asking for movie night a couple times, basically saying that, you know, KK needs to see movie night to see what happened during Casa Amor, And you know what? They heard us and they delivered. Okay, they heard and delivered. Okay, but before we get into this, let's talk about it. Because obviously, coming back from yesterday's episode, basically the episode starts out with Carmen, Hannah, and Imani talking about KK and Keenan's situation.
I've very much come to realize, like, it's gonna be her that pulls herself out. I'll give my advice.
Yeah.
And you're either gonna listen or you're not. You're a grown woman.
Right.
It's going in one ear and out the other. So we need to be neutral. Like, we can offer support, we can offer encouragement, we can offer what we think.
Yeah.
And then say, the ball's in your court.
I'm done, guys.
If that's what she wants to do, let her. We can't help that.
You know, when KK and Keenan were having that chat, and you know, then she wants to go talk to Hannah and Marco was trying to pull her from that chat, and then I think Keenan was like saying bye to Hannah. Hannah was kind of like, you know, very annoyed with that situation, and she kind of like basically took a step back from the whole Keenan and KK situation. She became over it. So she was like how Keenan disrespected her and KK basically sat and watched. And she was like how, you know, if Marco said anything like that to any of the girls, you know, she would not stand idly by. Now, like, I agree with you with everything that she said, but I'm just like, I don't know if we didn't see her check Marco, but when Marco in the game, before they did Casa, basically said that Cassie was sloppy seconds. I did not hear Hannah pipe up. I'm not sure if I'm mistaken, but I did not hear Hannah pipe up to defend Cassie. I'm not sure. I don't know if she checked him or not. And I didn't see an apology to Cassie via Marco. So, yeah, you know. And that was a bit of a disrespectful comment, so I'm kind of confused how you're saying if Marco did something to the girls, you know, you wouldn't stand idly by. But I definitely agree with 100%, because if you let your dude disrespect your friends like that and you just basically sit and just don't say nothing to them or don't check them, yeah, no. So basically when KK did that, but the thing is, KK did kind of check him, but it was kind of like not, you know, where Hannah could see. She basically just said to Keenan when they're on their one-on-one to not talk to Hannah like that. But, you know, Hannah didn't hear or see her being defended, and she was just kind of tired that, you know, during Casa Amor situation and I guess prior, she's been defending KK, and then this is the like return that she gets back from her. So with that being said, Imani and Carmen were just basically like, you know, they're not going to really give any more advice to KK. You know, KK has to learn from herself. You know, word to J. Cole, don't save her. She don't want to be saved, okay? How many signs, how many, you know, interventions or whatever, one-on-ones, you know, you need to have before you can get it through your head that Keenan's not it. Imani clocked Keenan T, because she was just like, yeah, the way he moves about, she just not with it. You know, that's why she checked him at the recoupling, and she's very much cool off him. So she's not with it, and you know, yeah, I don't know what's going on. Obviously, like I said, KK has folded like a lawn chair. She is back with Keenan. They were having a conversation and laughing and da-da-da-da. They were sharing a bed during the night. The next day, he talking about, what do you want for breakfast? You want toast, avocado toast? And she just basically made a strawberry jam toast. Like, wow. Like, this is his step into, you know, apologizing for his actions. Keenan, this is not his first offense. Like, let me tell you, this is not his first offense. This is probably like his third, fourth, going on fifth offense that Mr. Keenan, you know, just has done to KK. This is Leo's second offense with Cassie, because even though we don't really want to recall the first offense where he went on the date with Carmen and basically disregarded Cassie and then basically got with Anna very soon after, you know, that was his first offense, and then he came back with Cassie. But this is like his huge offense that he did to Cassie. And, you know, everybody's on him. Rightfully so, because what are you doing? So, with that being said, KK folded. Keenan's doing little to no work. A bread toast, you know, a strawberry jam toast. So, yeah, you need a little bit more than some strawberry jam toast. I mean, like, what's going on? We later on see, you know, this whole Carmen and Kenzo situation. They're chatting about their relationship and whatnot. And they get a text today to go on a date. They went on a date, and to be honest, I was not interested. But to be honest, in the date, Kenzo asked Carmen to be his girlfriend, and obviously she said yes. They came back from the date being, you know, very much official. It's very much giving, you're trying to run game, and I'm not here for it. I'm not here for it at all. You know, didn't do nothing in Casa. Basically set your eyes on Carmen from the day you walked in here. Didn't do nothing in Casa. Basically, you didn't have a date, and then as soon as you got a date, you wanted to be closed off, and then now you're officially boyfriend and girlfriend. So I'm just like, okay. So then we have this whole Destiny, Mike, and Hannah O. Hannah O basically is talking to the girls, and she's basically saying like, oh, Mike doesn't really care for their like connection or relationship because he's like still talking about Destiny and what he had with Destiny and da. So she's feeling some type of way. Destiny and Mike had that conversation from yesterday, and I think she says in the confessional that was their first conversation and only conversation that they had since coming back from Casa. And she said that since she's in a couple with Zay is her priority. So she's going to give Zay the time of day. Okay, so she's going to give him the time of day because that's her couple. So even though she's in a little sticky situation because Mike obviously said the ball's in her court, she has to make the decision. He's basically open and ready to pursue where they left off before Casa, and he basically wants Destiny to just say yes or no or whatever in the whole situation. So he's basically waiting on Destiny to make that decision. So Destiny has not made that decision yet. She's still, you know, thinking about it, whatever. So we have that. She has not talking to Mike ever since. So besides the point, you know, we have all these different couples. There's 20 people in the middle of the villa. It's very packed, very packed. We get a text that the movie night is here, and you're basically gonna see everything in 4K Jumbotron summertime jam screen. Okay, and you know, everybody be prepared. So the people who have to be worried about is basically Leonardo and Keenan. So before this whole situation even happened, Johnny was crying about the whole Leo-Cassie situation because after Cassie and Leonardo's conversation, she was like, you know, he came back after the conversation and said that he still has feelings for Cassie and the door is still kind of open with her. So she was just like, I thought after everything, I thought it was just 100% me. So she's crying, whatnot. And then we have Keenan over here wiping away her tears and comforting her and da. And then we have Cassie, because when Cassie and Mattia went to bed, and I think they had the same bed or they have the bed right next to Leonardo and Johnny. So Cassie's asleep with Mattia, and her eyes are wide open while she's watching Leonardo and Johnny are like cuddling. Like we just see Leo put his whole leg over Johnny, and she's watching while they're supposed to be sleeping. So she like was like, you told me the night last night that she's got feelings for me and everything, and da 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 da, and that, you know, it's basically Cassie more than it is Johnny. And then now you're cuddling her. So she's just like, yeah, he's so full of it, like she's not with it. So she's telling all the girls. So the next thing you know, we have Carmen, who wants to be the villa spokesperson, basically saying, I'm gonna go talk to Leo. Now, did Carmen basically have a lot of points in what she said to Leo? Definitely. Because why is Leo feeling like the sad person? Cassie's the one who got done 30. Miss Cassie, da 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 da, and then over here doing that. Marco was so, you know, Marco did not like it. Kenzo did not like it, and Keenan like it. Now Keenan's definitely the pot meeting the kettle. You know, definitely pot meet kettle, because he's over here saying that what Leo's doing is a pattern, and da 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 da, and you know how Leo is moving in relationships or whatever is not good. But I'm like, sir, you were coupled up with you were coupled up with KK since day numero uno, okay? And you've been putting her through the ringer. And you're talking about pattern? At every bombshell that came in the villa, you gave them the time of day. You gave each bombshell the time of day. But then you had the nerve, the audacity to come speak on Leo. Granted, Leo's wrong. But the fact that you, of all people, are speaking on him is kind of funny. It's like, dude, you don't even have the room to speak on Leo. But it is what it is. So, yes, we get to movie night. And basically, you know, Destiny was on the Jumbotron. Destiny was the first one up because obviously the guys picked that's the Tale of Two Hideaways. So they showed Destiny basically falling asleep on Zay in the hideaway. So everybody was laughing, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, well, they put her on the Jumbotron. And then, you know, they show Bergie getting it on with Taylor S. So everybody's like, oh yeah. So then the girls won the next, you know, round, and they basically showed Mike and Hannah O basically in the bedroom. And, you know, we see Hannah O do what she did with Mike. So Destiny had a reaction, and she was just like, okay, you didn't tell me about this. So Destiny was like, you know, you didn't tell me about this whole situation. He was just like, you know, what about it? Like, da 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 da. But he's like, oh, I told you how I felt about you. I told Hannah O how I felt about you, da 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 da. But the thing about it is that you and Destiny had a conversation. She asked you about your Casamore experience. You basically played it down and basically was like, oh, I was just thinking about you, da 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 da. But if you saying the ball is in Destiny's court and Destiny needs to make a decision, you withholding or not telling her about some information that may be private, may be whatever, is not correct. She has a lot of reasons to get at you because you basically want her to assumingly pick you. You know, let's recouple, let's go back to how things work. Because obviously, even though we didn't see a lot of it, I think those two couple days that they were sit before Casamore, they really develop a strong bond because, I don't know, something definitely went down. Okay, so with that being said, is if you want her to pick you and like, you know, whatever, you leaving out this whole Hannah O situation is just kind of like, okay, I thought you were about me. I thought you want us to get together or whatever. Why are you leaving out this information? So when he said, oh, ask Hannah O about the whole, oh, how he feel about Destiny, Hannah O was, you know, Destiny was asking about, oh, they should have had a conversation. Now, so Destiny's kind of put off with the situation. Obviously, I don't know what she's going to do, but I can assume that with this information and this being in 4K, she's probably going to write Mike off and just continue on with Zay at the end of the day. I mean, you know, he did have a point because he was just like, At the end of the day, you recoupled with Zay, he recoupled with Hannah. But the thing about it, they were single. So like, why would you expect Destiny to even come back to the villa single? Like, be so for real right now. Next thing you know, we see Leo get aired out. He basically was talking to Johnny. He basically said she's the it girl, 10 out of 10, da 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 da. He initiated the first kiss with her, asked her to share the bed. They basically aired out the whole bed situation. Yeah, he got aired out, okay? He got aired out. And the thing about it is that Leo, he wanted to chime in on Destiny and say, oh, on the real world, who would care or who would ask this girl about the whole situation? But the thing about it, Love Island is not the real world. Because 9 times out of 10, you won't even meet the people that you're in a couple with in the real world. Bergie definitely not gonna be meeting no Taylor S in the real world. So let's get that straight. This is Love Island. Love Island moves a little bit differently than real world standards. So with Leo keep on trying to compare real world standards to it, that's not the case. In Love Island, you have to communicate with the people that you're living with or sharing, space with. So, and sharing the people that you interact with. So with that being said, she was just saying, would you have spoken to me about the whole situation? And she said, well, yeah, if we had a conversation, yeah, she would have mentioned it. But it's not even about that. It's just Leo decided to withhold this information, and she didn't know. And at the end of the day, he's the one still wanting to pursue things with her. So Destiny, she shut Leo down because she was just like, you should not be talking at all. You should not be talking. You should not even be saying anything. Like, be quiet because no one's even listening to you. So she ate him up, gathered everybody quickly. Yeah. Leo got aired out. Basically, there was a back and forth between Johnny and Cassie and Leo. Basically, Leo's telling Johnny one thing, and he's telling Cassie another thing. He basically told Cassie that it was Johnny who did this and Johnny who did that. And then Johnny was asking Leo, then, no, like, did you say this? Did you say that? Then they were wanting Leo to draw a line in the sand and basically say what's going on. And Leo's basically saying, like, oh, he can't give Johnny 100%, he's not giving a straight answer. And they basically want, like, okay, what is it going to be? Is it going to be Johnny? Is it going to be Cassie? Are you going to pursue Johnny or are you going to pursue Cassie? What is it going to be? So he can't give it a straight answer. He's going back and forth. So they're kind of, like, irritated with him because it just seems like, he's going back and forth between these girls. So it's not looking good for Leo. Leo's stuff is getting aired out. He's being upset because he's the only one as the guy in the villa getting his stuff aired out while all the guys in the villa are, having everything covered hush hush. But Leo, don't you worry because Keenan's going to be on that Summertime Jam screen soon enough. He's going to get aired out soon enough. Don't worry, Leo. You're not the only one. You got your partner in crime, Keenan. Keenan about to be joining you, getting aired out. Now, obviously in the preview, we see, they show the other half of the movie night. It's a 2-part movie night. And we're not going to see it tomorrow. We're going to see it on Thursday. And obviously we have a vote tonight. And the producers knew what's up. The producers decided to show Destiny's clip and Leo and Johnny's clip and da-da-da-da. But they're saving KK and Keenan for Thursday after the vote. Anyway, we're voting for a favorite girl or favorite guy. I voted for Destiny for sure. The favorite guy, I really couldn't care less, but I voted for Kyle because I'm just like, he didn't do anything wrong as of yet, so I had to give him my vote. But other than that, I voted for Destiny. Before the movie night started, we see Keenan basically take KK for a chat and basically say try to come clean about situations because he feels like he's gonna get caught. So he's like, oh, I don't want you looking silly, and I don't want anything being taken out of context. So he trying to give her the heads up. At the end of the day, Destiny was correct with getting at Mike about the whole situation. I feel like it's a little bit much when she would like wanted something from Hannah O, but at the end of the day, it was Mike who put her in that situation to even talk to Hannah O about the whole situation, because at the end of the day, she was actually talking to Mike, okay? And the people who wanted to chime in, like Cassie and Leo and whoever else, yeah, they needed to take a little bit down, okay? But to be honest, she was just asking a question. She wasn't attacking, she wasn't yelling. She was just like, were you not gonna, like, she wasn't even going crazy. She just asked a question about the whole situation. But yeah, is what it is what it is. But anyway, guys, if you like the video, comment down below, let me know your thoughts, comments, concerns, anything else, subscribe to my channel, subscribe. Anyway, thank you guys for watching this video. Peace.